What did I just watch? Get it? Because we googled watch, and now we just watched something? Okay, what? So, I gotta rewatch that. We gotta go through this.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently.
Can I pause?
The baby was what mattered.
Okay.
We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
What the hell, guys? What is happening, dude? What is happening? So we have this new person called Eve. Her clothes. We bagged up her clothes. Oh, broken mirror. I don't understand what that video is about. What? I'm just gonna write. There we go. Eve. We're googling Eve. What's up, Tank? Yeah, this has got really confusing.
Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
Okay.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off, I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
Damn. Damn. This is like a very dramatic video.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Getting so confused.
My mother called me Eve.
What? What? Did she just say that?
My mother called me Eve.
Alright, I'm just logging off. I'm done. Oh, whoops. No. Yeah. I don't want to actually do that. I didn't know that actually works. 7-3.
My mother called me Eve.
7-3. What? What? I don't get it. There's 7 entries. We have 5. Mother. My mother called me Eve. This is the follow-up. Hopefully.
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story?
Yes, I want to hear the story.
It's a real-life fairy tale.
I want to hear the story! Alright, what else do we have on the mother?
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out. It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. But she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much? I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
What is with the symmetrical names? Eve, Hannah, Ava, baby Sarah. Was. Achievement. We got an achievement. Okay. Ava. Sarah. I want this one.
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty, pretty ones, but the traditional ones.
I know, Miggy.
They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
What? What is this lady talking about? I feel like this lady's a psychopath. I want more of this story. Gotta figure out how to get to this story. Alright, let's watch these.
Sorry. The picture The way it's drawn just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Are any of these in colour?
This woman scares me. This game scares me. Which one of the two? Chris Dash, it's only one person, please. Please. Is this an FPS? Yeah, I think the FPS portion starts when we figure out how this game works.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
She cray, man.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Hair. Oh, yes. Okay. Wait, let's go here first.
What kind of hairs?
Really? That's what we get from that? Hairs. Hairs. She gonna sing us a song about hair? 2.5 minutes. Guys, I think we're about to hear a song about hair. Some soft stuff.
I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay.
I used to play the guitar. And I retired.
No, it's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street. Sisters came walking by the sea.
Yeah, we're cool.
Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. See, they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the
me, yeah.
But he only cared for
Thanks,
the
Dynamic.
one. All that dreadful wind. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain, with a pretty little face and her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and the rain floated till a ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swans.
Me, yeah.
Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
Oh, it's over. I was getting into it.
So I think that's a good place to stop.
And then it gets really weird. The whole song was about dreadful wind and rain. What was normal about that song? It was great though. I loved it. 10 out of 10. Blue Jay, thank you for the 8-month resub, Blue Jay. Thank you very, very, very much. New sub song. I had thoughts about that piece. I forgot it because I was just so happy with the song. I don't really remember what was said. Okay. All I wrote down was guitar. I forget what that video was about. Damn it, she mesmerized us, guys. Guitar.
No. No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
Ha! I'm tone deaf too, man. It's a struggle.
Yes.
Again!
That's my guitar.
Okay, so it's her guitar. Yeah, okay. Wind. Another song?
Really? Okay.
Oh, is this the second half? Oh, here's the rest, guys. Ooh.
Laid a body on the dock to dry. Oh, the wind and the rain. Till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and rain.
Okay.
Sound could pierce a heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. The only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was
My arms are tired.
oh, the dreadful wind and
That was a workout moving my arms like that. Jesus. Done my daily exercise.
Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
Okay. Let's search Babby. Oh yeah, lots of babies.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Shotgun wedding confirmed.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity.
No.
We moved
Leave
in with
Grumpy
Mum and
Cat alone.
Dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Right, I need to rewatch this.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity.
Ow, Booker.
We
Ow,
moved in
your
with Mum
nails.
and Dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came.
Okay.
It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Alright, I'll be back in just a minute. I have to use the restroom. All right. So they moved in with Simon's parents. Let's continue.
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after. It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff. Sad stuff.
Sit down, Bob.
About when we lived there. About the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff, stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out.
Can you go on your
I
little
suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the
torch?
back. That's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed and that's when I called the police.
What? 6/27, body found in cellar. What the hell is going on? 6/27. Okay, what's this?
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it. Yes. I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him.
Wait, no, not this one. What have I... Here we go. No, not that one.
It happened very quickly.
This was
We
on
had to talk to each other. We agreed.
7/3. Which is only a few days after she says that. Is it the same body? It's gotta be the same body. Body. Let's search body. The body! There was a reflection.
His body. It didn't look real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses.
It's hot in here. But the bodies hit the floor.
He doesn't always wear.
What? How am I all tangled up right now? Okay.
Can you imagine? I tried. I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? I felt like Hannah had really fucked things up.
What?
Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
Oh my god, my head's gonna explode. Oh my god, my head's gonna explode. So... okay, I'm piecing it together in my head. Give me a second. My brain is processing. So she's either crazy or she is... So there's an Eve and a Hannah, or she's crazy. I mean, my guess is that this is Eve. So white shirt, 7-3. Anything from 7-3 is Eve. God, okay. Okay. I need to rewatch this.
Can you imagine? I tried. I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? I felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
Okay. Okay. So I need to rewatch the... Okay. Body found in cellar 627, which was this day. Guitar. That's gotta be Hannah. So... Shoot. I gotta go through my notes, guys. So Hannah is with Simon, right? And then 7-3, I didn't do it. On 7-3, she said I didn't do it. I didn't do it. So that was Eve talking then. 7-3. What keyword was that? Murder?
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
Okay, so Eve says that, and this is about the lawyer, right. Okay, so then Eve, Eve, this is her talking about Eve. She's messed up about it. This is 6:30. So 6:30,